So I uploaded it. Yeah, I was talking about, the twisting of the scripture thing. And I'm like, I uploaded it. I ran down to the end of the driveway where I had internet and put it up. Because, they can't let me have internet on my property. I don't know. Anyway, a little bit. There's a little bit. Which is really good, actually, because I feel like I'm getting fried just a little bit less than my neighbor who was running straight through. I'm just thinking, wow, how long are you going to live? Anyway. Conspiracy theories left and right. Oh, this is going to do this is going to do that, this is going to do this to you. Well, this is the thing. Where's Cookie? There she is. This is the thing. When there are people that I've looked at, on YouTube that make claims of, hey, I've researched the history of certain diseases that's, cull, for lack of a better term, the population at different points in history. And with the diseases that they're claiming that they are, whatever, the Black Death or whatever, I don't know. Don't look at me for details about history because I can barely keep my face into the present of what's going on. But the idea that I gleaned from all this is that there are researchers that are saying, these diseases seem to conveniently line up to technological advances of certain radio frequencies or some kind of electric or magnetic or some kind of frequencies being broadcast into the atmosphere. And then a certain, group of people, but they just fall away. Boom, they're dead over the period of the next months or whatever. And it was the Black Death. Oh, it was this, it was that, it was this flu, it was the Spanish, it was this, that, and the other. And I'm going, was it? And then, you hear about the history of what the Native Americans that were living here when the white people showed up. Did they really hand them blankets covered with a virus or a contagion, a poison that gave them what they called smallpox, and it wiped them out? And I'm going, I don't know, it look, what? I think this is intentional. Well, it was intentional. Obviously, it was intentional. They said it was intentional, but why would you do that? The fuck is wrong with people? No wonder the world hates white people. God, look at the stories behind us. Anyway, yeah, we came over and the Indians are they're supposedly real nice and showing us how to plant corn. Maybe we showed them corn. I can't remember how the story went, but they showed us how to live. We would have died without their help, probably. You know what I mean? And the conditions and whatnot. And our thanks is, let's hand them some blankets covered with a deadly disease. I don't know, man. What is wrong with people? So the more I look at this stuff, there are so many narratives going around about every aspect of life. I just came to the conclusion that I just got to sit in the woods and watch this thing burn to the ground because I cannot wrap my head around what's true and what's not true. And you say, okay, well, I found out this, and I added it up and it equaled this. And then you got a whole nother camp up here laughing their asses off because they know this, and this that you didn't know. Didn't you know that, Karen? What the fuck is your problem? And I'm sorry. I was busy. Like everyone else trying to pick this shit apart and also trying to live my moral compass, which was very, very askew, mind you. I'm trying desperately to live my life in a way that I bring as little harm to others as you might not be able to tell by looking at me in my blood. I did that. I tried though, kids. I'm sorry. They're like, you're crazy. I know. I believed a lot of things that clearly were not true. And had I not insisted that these things were true, then I probably wouldn't have half the problems that I had. If I had known how evil and deeply evil everyone around me, well, I didn't know. My parents were like, oh, no, it's you. Everybody's on the up and up. It's you. You're the brain. And the more that I served and laid myself down for these people, the more I was tromped upon and lost everything I had. And my parents would just look back and say, well, it's your sin. Just because you're a sinner. Yeah, I'm done with that noise. No, we cannot know. We cannot know. They twist it up so much. There's so many narratives and possibilities. We don't know whether somebody with schizophrenia is actually just having like a problem that you could actually put nutrients in and some kind of thing, remove them from whatever the radiation or whatever. We could remove them from this environment and suddenly they'd be normal. Or are they possessed with a demon? I don't know. I mean, you look at them and you're like, damn, that looks like possession to me. Some of these people, you see them and you're like, geez, a whiz. And I says to my son one time, how come it is when people lose their minds? They're evil, want to kill, want to do the blah, blah, blah. But they never lose their minds and are like super like the other way around. Like super happy and super, why is that? I don't know. I forget what his answer was. But the first thing they ask you when you're losing it and you go into to be evaluated, the first thing they ask you is God talking to you? Is God talking to you? Is he? You talking to God? Because there's something about the spiritual that is involved here, and that's why all the religious or leaning people are saying it's demons. I get it. I get why you say that. Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. But it's the common thread. These people feel that they're being impressed upon by God or whoever to do bad things or evil things. It's just bizarro. Anyway, all right, my kid's talking to me. He was walking to work and a stick poked him in the eye. I said, God, it just happened to Lenny a month ago. He used Manuka silver and honey mixed to spray in, and he's like, man, I can see a text coming in. I hope they let me leave or something. I'm like, no, just wait a minute. Let me Lenny can drop him off some shit. The last thing Lenny feels like doing is dropping him off a spray bottle with silver Manuka honey. I guarantee you that. But it's like a mile from the house, so Lenny's up there. God save my son's sight, right?